The 2023 NBA Draft was a straight-up game changer, and while there's no Victor Wembenyama-type talent available this time around, the 2024 Draft could still be pretty monumental itself. For the first time ever, the 2024 NBA Draft could see its first 3 selections hail from outside the United States, including 2 from Wemby's homeland of France. Never before in the history of the draft have we seen international prospects go first and second, let alone first, second, and third. Obviously, plenty can change between now and June, but for now, the 2024 NBA Draft looks poised to have a uniquely international flavor, and it could be another major milestone for an increasingly global game. Let's take a closer look at how the 2024 Draft might shake out. Sit back, relax, and take this in. Okay, let's get this out of the way. The upcoming draft class isn't the most highly touted draft class ever. There's no league-altering, generational talent available, and there isn't even a consensus number 1 pick. That said, at the moment, the players garnering the most serious consideration to go first overall are all international prospects. No matter which outlet you trust the most, virtually all of the most credible prognosticators have identified the same top 3 prospects. Zachary Rizache from France, Alex Sarr, a Frenchman currently playing in Australia, and Nikola Topic from Serbia. Of those 3, Rizache, who plays in the same French league that Wemby did before he came stateside, appears the likeliest for now to go first overall. For now. A dynamic 6'9" wing who can knock down shots, handle the ball, and defend multiple positions, Rizache has earned comparisons to Chris Middleton. He's got pedigree too. His father was a decorated pro baller who won an Olympic silver medal. And although his shot creation still needs work, his versatility and already robust skill set, and his remarkable showing in this year's Euro Cup, will have the 18-year-old under consideration for the number 1 pick, no matter which team ends up winning the lottery. However, if the team selecting first is resolved to take a big, Sarr's name could be the first one off the board. Standing 7'1" with a wingspan of 7'5", Sarr is a defensive stalwart with a rare combination of size, quickness, and versatility. But he's also a tantalizing offensive player, and not just because he can finish at the rim. Sarr has solid ball handling skills for a 7-footer, he can hit jumpers with range, and he's a deft passer too. And speaking of deft passers, that brings us to Topic, who was named tournament MVP after leading Serbia to a title at last year's FIBA U18 European Championship, and has since taken the Adriatic League by storm. In 13 games this season before suffering a knee injury, Topic averaged more than 18 points and 7 assists per game while shooting better than 52% from the field, a testament to his impressive shot creation and finishing ability in the paint. And despite some concerns about his jumper, Topic has all the makings of a lead guard. So, while there may not be a clear-cut number 1 in this draft, there seemingly is a tantalizing international prospect for almost any need the team selecting first overall might have, be it at the wing, in the paint, or running the floor. And to be clear, that's not an exhaustive list of all the highly touted international players in this year's draft. There are plenty more non-Americans who could be lottery picks. In addition to Rizache, Sarr, and Topic, there's another Frenchman and a Lithuanian currently projected to go early in the 2024 draft. And it wouldn't be surprising to see as many as 8 international players get taken in the first round. Meanwhile, this year's draft could also be the first to have a Swedish-born player go in the first round. And ultimately, the laundry list of nationalities represented in this year's draft is reflective of a league that has become truly global. After all, this season's opening night rosters featured a record 125 international players from 40 different countries and territories across 6 continents. There isn't a team in the NBA that doesn't have at least 1 international player on its roster. And increasingly, these players are stealing the show. Last year's All-Star Game saw a record 6 international starters. Meanwhile, the last 5 league MVP awards have gone to international players, and it's safe to say that this year's honor will also go to a non-American. Previously, the longest streak of international MVPs was 3, 2 of which were won by Steve Nash, a Canadian who played his college ball at Santa Clara. Bottom line, the days of American hegemony in the NBA are over, and the litany of international standouts in the 2024 draft is just further proof of that.